Man, this feels weird to do. I haven't made a video in a minute, but hey guys, I'm Glade. So today I wanted to make kind of an update video for the channel, also talking about some things that recently happened in my life relating to VGC. Just kind of want to give you a bit of an update in terms of what's going on for me, also what I might be doing over the summer. So recently, if you guys pay attention to my Twitter, if you should, by the way, Glade VGC on Twitter, follow, because we upload obviously the best tweets known to man, of course. I recently posted that I won a PC and I was able to click my Worlds invite. So I'm honestly really happy. Going into this season, I really was trying hard to get my Worlds invite, and I finally was able to make it happen. So I'm very glad that I was able to accomplish that. Took a lot of trial and error, testing out different teams. There were points where I was mad at myself for not being able to perform as well as I would have liked, but overall I kept going and going and going. I was able to get it this weekend, so I'm very happy about that, which means I can kind of relax for the season. Not this season, because I'm still going to grind the hell I'm going to grind so hard for Worlds, but it means that I don't have to rely on any IC for my invite. I don't have to rely on any more locals for my invite. I am done. I can relax. I can now start prepping for NAIC and Worlds, and that weight is off my shoulders. So I'm very happy because it'll be my first time competing at Worlds since 2019. In 2019 I was a senior, so it doesn't really count when you're a senior, no offense. High level senior play I 100% respect, but qualifying for Worlds as a senior is not that difficult. But I am very excited to compete in Masters. It was an insanely tough season, going to 4 regionals and pretty much going to almost every single local, grinding, making sure that I can consistently perform well. Was extremely tiring, I must admit, and I'm finally glad for it to be over so I can spend my weekends doing something else rather than just spending it inside playing VGC, because that does get boring and old after quite some time. Also, I guess I could focus more about my Worlds invite. I might make a separate video talking about the teams I use, but I'm really happy. I'm very excited to compete in Honolulu. I think it's gonna be a great experience. I'm glad to see I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends and seeing how I can do. You know, Worlds is a completely different caliber of competition, so I'm really going to prep hard for it. I texted, some old VGC heads might remember Lucamir, aka Justin Ramirez. I'm still friends with him, so I texted him saying, yo, qualify for Worlds. And he's like, dude, that's so dope, let's go. He's like, I can help you prep, because you're going to need prep. And he said to me, and I think this is a really good solid piece of advice for anyone that is going to Worlds, he said, expect Worlds to competition to be equivalent or higher to what you would find at day 2 internats and day 2 regionals. That is going to be every round, and so you're going to have to play like it's day 2 of an event. You can't go into Worlds thinking, oh, I'm just going to play like day 1 of a regional, because if you do, you're done. Like, you're getting cooked. You're screwed. So he said, okay, well, I'll help you prep for it. We're going to help prep lines. We're going to help you prep your match, because the one thing you need to know, he told me, is really, really important to know your lines, especially for restricted formats, because that's key. If you don't know your lines, you're going to lose. That's that. If you go by kind of on the fly stuff, it's not going to work. You need to know your lines, and even if you don't stick book to the book by the lines, having an idea of what the general game plan should be into each archetype is what I'm going to need to succeed at Worlds. So I'm going to be prepping really hard for that over this summer. My summer is busy, but also I have no classes, and I recently just stopped working, which means I'll have a lot more free time. So I'm going to be able to dedicate more time to Pokemon, which is actually really nice, because I do want to dedicate more time to VGC. I feel like a lot of time this school year I had, I wouldn't say super limited free time, but I didn't have a lot of free time, especially these past couple months where I've been put on closing shift after closing shift after closing shift by my workplace. Thank you, Blackjack Pizza, by the way. And it felt like the free time that I did have, I really didn't want to spend playing VGC. I'd rather just, I don't know, read manga, watch anime or some shit. You know what I mean? I'd rather not play VGC. But now that I have a lot more free time, it's better. And also, with having free time, it's just really interesting tweet that, was it Carmine put out? He said that, okay, there's 140 hours, wait, 140 hours in the week. No, 148 hours, right? Because 48 times 76, yeah. Okay, something like 148 hours in the week, and you have to spend such and such hours doing this, such and such hours sleeping, such and such hours working, cooking, blah, blah, blah. And then I have to train for events and whatnot, because he does, marathon running. and it really doesn't leave you that much free time. And then it's like, okay, well, I dedicate that free time to, you know, being social with my friends and whatnot. But I think a key component is that, like, okay, well, there are a lot of times when I have free time, but I'm like, well, I want to be healthy, because I've been really trying to prioritize my health as of late. Getting the gain. Oh, okay, there we go. Getting the gains in, looking pretty fire for the Hawaiian ladies coming up at Worlds. So yeah, I mean, listen, if anyone wants to be the Xerneas to my Growl, yeah, no, I'm joking. But I do think that, you know, with limited free time, like, makes it so I don't want to play VGC as much because there are other things I want to do. But now that I have more free time, I'm going to be prepping a lot more over the summer. Really going to be hitting Showdown up a lot. Really going to be prepping my matchups. I think I'm sold on Calyrex Shadow Rider for Worlds, or Ice Rider, excuse me. I really think Ice Rider's the wave. I think it's maybe not for Worlds, because obviously things change in between now and then. But Ice Rider seems super consistent when I've played it. It feels right to pilot. I don't like the idea of using Ice Rider or Shadow Rider, just because Shadow Rider, number one, I don't want to use that Pokemon. Like, I would actively hate myself if I were to use it. Secondly, it just doesn't quite fit my playstyle. So I feel like Ice Rider was more in tone to what I want to use. So definitely going to be using Ice Rider a lot. Probably using that NAIC been testing some stuff. I really like Cornerstone, Ogerpon with Calyrex Ice Rider. I think that's a really underdeveloped core that people aren't quite looking at yet, and I do think it has some value. Trust me, it has some value. I think Cornerstone Ogerpon is insanely underrated right now, specifically on the Calyrex Ice core. I'll put that out there just as kind of a disclaimer for that, because I think outside of that it's like but yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to NAIC, so if you do see me, stop and say hi. I'll probably be wearing this because, dude, this last year's NAIC merch goes so hard. Also, you gotta flex as much as you can in the venue. I mean, come on, man. It's fun. So, yeah, I'll be going to NAIC, I'll be going to Worlds. I'm not going to LA. I'm not going to LA Regionals, no. Just because I do want to take a break after this. Like, I'll start prepping for NAIC in, like, the next couple weeks, because NAIC is about a month away. But I really just wanted to kind of take a break from VGC, focus on other things, focus on kind of being outside more, trying to play some other games, trying to get my mentality up. So yeah, I think that's about it in terms of, like, qualify for Worlds, what to expect next. Over the summer, since I will be playing more VGC, I'm going to try to upload more VGC content. I won't be bringing my PC back home with me, but I have my laptop with me, and I have my Elgato, so I think I should still be able to stream, I hope. So that's the goal, is to be able to stream over the summer. Maybe not daily, but definitely, like, semi-consistently, because I do want to really start getting the practice and prepping for Worlds, because it has been... I really want to do Worlds. I mean, my goal is just to day two. If I day two Worlds, I think that's a huge success for me. If I have the capability of day two Worlds, that shows that, okay, I'm able to make Worlds, and I'm able to day two Worlds. So that's a good starting point, right? To know that you are a Worlds caliber player is already a good sign, right? But then having the confidence, like, having the ability to make day two, it's like, okay, yeah, this is achievable. Like, if I put in the time and effort next year and hone my skills, I can see myself furthering that day two to something, right? So that's kind of what I'm hoping for going into Worlds. Also, it's Hawaii. I'm really excited just to have a vacation. I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been to, like, a super tropical... Actually, I've never been to a tropical place, so it's going to be a first. Yeah, I've never really been to a tropical place, so I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. And then next season, I can't wait to go to many more regionals. But yeah, it's kind of like the update here. Got my Worlds invite. I'm pretty happy. Actually, extremely happy. It feels unreal knowing that all the hard work that has been going on since September has culminated into this moment. So it's a nice feeling, I must say. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I will be trying to upload more over the summer. I'm not going to say it's going to be super consistent, but I'm going to say there's might be, like, a upload every week or so. So actually some consistency happening in my channel is rare. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. And I'll definitely do a Worlds, like, not vlog, but, like, compile a bunch of footage from Worlds, and then do, like, a team report after Worlds, because I think that's really fun. I think it's fun to make team reports. I mean, I remember my last team report. If you want to look at my Worlds or my senior division Worlds top 32 team report, God, that was such a weird video. It's cringe, but it's fun to watch. I do like seeing team report videos. They're really cool, so I'll do that. I have a bunch of more content coming this way, VGC wise. But anyways, I'm probably going to head to the gym. Got to get on the gym grind. Oh, one more thing. Before I head to the gym, have our Premier Protein coffee protein shake. If Premier Protein wants to sponsor me, please, I'm begging you. I've been drinking this for like 3 years straight now. I need you to sponsor me. Secondly, if you want to know a really quick and easy lunch, it's a bit expensive, but Starbucks, the tomato Folka sandwich is so good. I'd honestly say it's an S tier sandwich. Like if we're talking sandwich tier list, tomato Folka from Starbucks goes up in S tier, but it's expensive. It's like $7. It used to be only like 4 or 5, but they upped the price on it because I think people didn't realize it was the secret tech to salvation. And unfortunately, the price has gone up. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, $7 for that sandwich. Granted, it should not be $7, but I think it's worth it. Look, I think it's good enough to where the price is worth it. Now it should still be $5, but the fact that it's 7, I think I can swallow that and fork over the extra $2 because it's just that good. So that's the hidden tech there right there. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will guess. Oh wait, one more thing before I go. I am going back from Boulder to Pennsylvania on the 23rd. I will upload some more content in between then, but then I probably won't upload content until like early June. But anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.